Hi, welcome to Monday. Yes, it's me. Sarah has had an appointment. Sorry, Drew. Has had an appointment, so she's just back now. So we swapped. So I'm doing hair scrunchies. Okay, I'm just ironing this little bit here, just so that it's not messy, really. Right, hair scrunchies, really easy. I looked at it as I normally do, and really they're all exactly the same, so it won't take us very long at all. There's not that much to tell you either. We've got 4 left on the raffle, you know, the £120 worth of stuff raffle. What are we doing this time? It's TV sitcoms, I think. I don't know. So we're doing that. There's 4 of those left, and the Advent raffle is off to a lovely start. People coming into the shop today, they've all bought, and we've had quite a few through on the web. So that's good. So that's off to a good start. We had a box full of stuff from Moda this weekend for the raffle, and you will not believe the prizes are through the roof this year. We've got jelly cakes, jelly rolls and layer cakes and all sorts of stuff. There's panels there, and that's just from the one company, so we're getting the reps involved. So there will be more things. So they actually, we've been advertising that the prizes are between £2 and £25, worth £2 and £25. They're worth a lot more. They, like I say, they've just been really generous, so it's worth your £2. Remember, you can buy as many tickets as you like, and you can buy tickets right up until the 23rd of December. So if you buy 5 tickets, you get 5 goes. If your ticket gets pulled out, you've got another 4 in there. So it's not like you get one shot at this. Most years we'll have somebody that will get 2, at least 2, even if it's a cup of tea. Although we don't do cups of tea anymore, which is quite sad that we're not doing the cafe at the moment. What else is there? Subscription boxes. Did you see the advert for that? It went out on Friday, I think. We're doing a subscription box, which is 5 fat quarters, a haberdashery item, and your first one gets a free gift, and there's a pattern. So we are advertising that. You can buy them in 1 month, which is £20. 3 months and 6 months. Okay, and they go up. I can remember what the 6 months is, £100, but I can't remember what the 3 is. 50, I think. So the more months that you subscribe for, the more you save. I think that's all the news I've got at the moment. Yeah, I think that's it. You got any news, Drew? No, nothing. Anybody of you got news? Anybody there?
Yeah, we've got Sheila, we've got Claire, we've got Wendy, Nikki, Angela, Eileen, Heather, Christine, loads of people.
Oh, hi everyone. I had a phone call today from a lady who wanted to know what wool we did. So she wanted certain colours, and I was saying, well, we've got about 8 in the green. Come and have a look. And she said, oh, I saw you doing the crochet the other day, and I'm thinking, oh, have I taught her bad habits? But she said it's given her incentive to crochet again, which I think is really good. Like I say, I'm an enthusiastic rather than a professional. I'm an enthusiast. Right, scrunchies. I made 3 in the end. I made a plain, ordinary one from a t-shirt. Okay, I made one that looks like you've tied it with a scarf, from a scarf. Made it from a scarf. So you could tie this is loose. So you could tie it into a bow. However, this one's not long enough really to tie into a bow. I just end up with this bow here. Dave said it looked nice, but it was just there on my head. I wanted more of a flop. So you can wear that down. Let me just take this one out. Right, can you see if I do this? So you can wear this one, tie your hair up and then just put it on. So you can do that. Or I've made it so that the elastic, hang on, the elastic then will hold it all in place. And you can just do it like that. I could bring it up and tie it again so that the bow is on the top, or I could just turn it all the way round so that it's on the top, but the bow itself didn't work. There's also these are all over the place as well, but I don't see the point in these. I look like I had rabbit ears on, and don't get me wrong, I see the need for cat ears or rabbit ears. It's not that I'm against that type of thing. Now I'm trying to do this without pulling all my hair out, but I don't think it's going to work. Okay. So this one, I've done it. See? I end up with ears. So I'm not quite sure, but they're everywhere, these ones. So we're going to make this one, okay? The principle is the same for all of them. You want a piece of fabric. Now, this is a fat 8, okay? And this is plenty big enough. You could probably get at least 2. And I've chosen a Christmas fabric because I thought I might as well go Christmas. Now, this one here, if I take it down to there, measures 21. Now, depending on which one you looked at, which pattern you looked at, they were anything between, I did write it all down and then I've left it all at home. They did anything between 20 and 25 in the length, okay? Depends on how much you want to scrunch it up. They had quite a few there that were different. They had a felt one where they had all circles and they'd cut slits in it, and you slipped all these little circles onto the one band, and it just gave it, and you didn't there was no sewing because you used felt. There was just no sewing needed, which would be a good for a kid's one. The size that you cut it is also up to you. I mean, this one I just cut that in half. That's the whole one. I folded it, cut it in half, and used the other half for the floppy bit. So it's a how long is a piece of string type of thing. I'm going to cut this one at 3.5. I'm going to give that one a go. I cut that one, I think I cut at 2, and it is a bit skinny as far as I'm concerned. You need a bit more vavoosh in it, bit of vavavoom. So what's everybody been up to?
Nicola says she loves it. Claire says it matches your top.
I dressed accordingly today. I don't know why I picked all pink ones. They were just what was there. I mean, the t-shirt I've kept for doing this type of thing. But yeah, I dressed accordingly. Look, I've still got my headphones on again. I always end up with my headphones. They're not a posh necklace. It's my headphones, listening to a book. Sorry, go on.
Jenny said I was going to say they look like rabbit ears.
They do, don't they? Yeah, you could do them black with a pink inside. So
Jean's made a sewing machine cover.
excellent. What, another one?
She put CCS on it. I don't know what that means.
CCS?
Making a sewing machine cover, CCS.
Don't know. But we did a sewing machine class. Right, I've just folded this right sides together, okay? And I'm just going to sew 1/4 of an inch all the way down. And then we're going to turn it out the right way. It really is quite simple. You're going to turn one side in. Hang on. Okay, one of the things that I was looking at with on the websites that I was looking at, I saw how they turned it out and it looked really a lot easier than how I normally would turn something out. Okay, so they just put a safety pin in it and shoved the safety pin down like you're threading the elastic. It was just... So all of this, we're nearly, you know, if you're just going to do a normal scrunchie, we're done, near enough. Put the elastic in, sew the seam, and you're done. It was nice to have one that was easy. I could put one on the gecko, couldn't I? The other scrunchies that you can do, my daughter did me a crocheted one, and there were quite a few really good crochet ideas there as well. So if you want, we could do that at some point. Any other thingies?
Carol's making a Christmas wreath.
Oh, we did a felted Christmas wreath. See, look, that's really easy. I was really impressed. We did a Christmas wreath, a felted one, the one year. That was quite good. I quite liked that.
My favourite one's, you know, Mum's Jack Skellington one.
Yes, she crocheted that one, didn't she? Yeah.
That's my favourite one.
Yes. Maybe she should show you how to do that one. Jack Skellington.
No, she can get Beth to do that. I can't crochet. It's too complicated for me.
Too complicated?
Yeah.
It's easy. Right, the next decision you have to make is how long you want your piece of elastic. It really depends on what you want to do with it and how you want it to look at the end of it. If you're just going to put it over like I did with this one, then you don't want it too wide because you want it to fit over whatever you've already put in there. If you want to twist it like I do with the one underneath, then you're going to need it longer. So for this, I think I'm going to do it so that it just sits. So I'm going to want quite a small piece of elastic, and it will ruche. However, if you ruche it too much, you're not going to see that it's Father Christmas, can you? Elastic, just use what you've got there. This is one of those easy, I could tell you what to use, and some of you will just go, no, I'll use something else. Right, I'm going to cut this at 9 inches, like that. And where's the safety pin? And we're going to put this in. Another good tip that I had on there was they used something, I'm just going to use the t-shirt, on the other end of the elastic that isn't going to end up down the tube. Which I thought was brilliant. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. So, anybody else?
Angela says, I love my felt Christmas wreath I made with you.
Yeah, she came to the class. We did it over, was it 2 or 3 weeks? Oh, look at that. Oh no, I haven't.
Jenny's
Yeah, I have.
finished
Look.
Jenny said she's finished all her stockings.
I saw. They looked really good, Jen. You put them up on Gigglers. You've done a really good job of those.
Carol says she just finished the 3 Xmas table runners that have been haunting me for the last few weeks. Took my opportunity of it raining when I normally go out. Normally go on my walk.
Fair enough. So what are you going to plan to do next if you've finished all of those?
Angela said 3 sessions.
3 sessions. Yeah, we did. There was reindeers and Father Christmas and gingerbread men. I think we did the gingerbread man, didn't we? On a 1 o'clock, right back when. And we had an angel. So this time we did a fairy. I did you a fairy, didn't I? Right, I've got my elastic. Now you can just sew across it, or if you're like me and don't really like doing elastic, you can just tie a knot in it. Like that. You're not going to see it, it's all going to be inside. Right, you're going to turn a little hem on one side. Okay, so all you're doing is you're shoving that one bit inside the other, and you're going to take the other piece. I told you this was simple. You're going to take the other piece and you're going to shove that in there as well. Okay, these would be ideal, you know, when you want them to match the kids' school uniforms and things. Now you can hand sew that, or you can just stick the machine over it. Okay, so we're going to go back to the machine and just put a stitch over it. Okay, I would put in a lock stitch. Now if you're using t-shirt or like the scarf, you know, the chiffony, you're better off using a jersey needle, which has a like a ballpoint to it. It sort of wiggles between the weave of whatever you're using rather than cutting it, because if it's got a bit of stretch in it, jersey or like this, if you break one of the threads, it'll run, you know, like tights. So what you want to do is you don't want it to cut the thread as the needle's going through, so you don't want it too sharp. You want it to go between the weave rather than shear it. Okay, so there we have our normal what are they called?
Scrunchie.
Thank you, scrunchie. So in order to get your ears, I used a plate. Now nobody's going to be looking at you hard enough to go, oh well, it's slightly off angle there. So you just want a petal shape. Now you could, I suppose, draw yourself a holly leaf. If it's Christmas, that would be quite good. Or antlers. So I'm going to put this, what I've done is I've folded my fabric. No, I need it in 2, don't I? Yes. I want to do this twice. So I'm going to fold my fabric. This is where I went wrong yesterday. I only folded it one and I'm thinking, why doesn't that work? Okay, so you're going to fold your fabric. Then you also want to refold on the other side. Now it's not quite long enough for my shape, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half that way, okay, and then if I fold it in half that way, this is where you find out it doesn't work. Does your mother have? I'm going to use these. Okay, we're going to make this. No, it's all right. I'm going to make this slightly shorter. Okay. Patterns are a guide. I'm sorry, I'm using the scissors for the paper. That's all.
It's okay, Mum's not watching.
Oh, that's good.
She'll probably watch
talking
it
to Auntie Emma, yeah. She'll shout at me later. Right, so. Haha, look at that. I folded it right. So I've got, yeah, we're going to cut that into a point there. Okay, so I've got two pieces, the same, right sides together. Now there are templates all over the place, okay? So if you need a template and you're not prepared to go freehand, then by all means download one of the templates. I found one that was a Japanesey one, but I forgot to pick it up this morning. Right, I've left a gap like that there, okay, because you're going to need to turn it in round the right way. So we're just going to sew all the way round. Told you this is really not rocket science today. Okay, so we want a lock stitch there. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I've been struggling with my smell. No, it's not. I haven't been poorly, and I've had this for months and months. So I think I was poorly right back at the beginning of the first lockdown. But I'm having trouble with things like meat and strong smells. Egg mayonnaise is another one I'm having trouble with. They all go in, nah, you got COVID in there. But I've been having this for months and months. So whether it's a lasting thing, I don't know. Do you think you can get a doctor to talk to you about these things? No. So I'm having trouble with what I eat. I've gone off meat. I just can't bear the smell of cooking meat. Right. Cut into your curves. It'll give you a sharper. I mean, you could go around with the pinking shears. And go around. However, we had fish and chips from the chippy the other night. I had no trouble with that. And I don't have trouble with chocolate either, surprisingly. So I'm just chopping into these. Like I say, you could go around with the pinking shears. They'll do the same job. Okay, so we go around there. Is anybody else coming up with words of wisdom?
Carolyn just said I joined the straps in by plan of making it look like a present with a bow. Did in my heading.
Oh,
so,
this?
I don't know if I missed something.
The hairband?
I'm not sure. I think there might be a comment that's been missed.
Oh, we'll have a look. It's one of those mystery comments. So we're just going to shovel this out. Okay. I'm trying to rack my brains as to what Sarah's got for the rest of the week.
I can't remember now.
There's block of the week on Wednesday, I can remember that. She was doing...
Tomorrow's crochet day.
No, no crochet.
No, shouldn't
I'm getting on really well with my blanket. So eventually I'll be able to show you what the how to do around the outside. So keep on crocheting, and I'll show you how to do the frilly bit around the outside. Need to come up with another crochet project. We could do I could do a crochet project next week. It's got to be easy because I'm not a big... I like to learn a new stitch. I like these blankets, you know, the cowls, the crochet alongs that you do, where each time you go round you learn a new stitch. I quite like that. It's retaining the idea afterwards. Right, with your little hole that you've left, you're going to make sure that you've got a seam in there. Okay. Blimey, this doesn't half get hot.
Jenny said tomorrow's decorative stitch table case.
Oh yeah, tablet case.
Tablet case, not table.
So yeah. Oh, we did decorative stitching last year for Christmas. We did stockings and jumpers. Enjoyed doing that. You drew out an outline, then just used your decorative stitches, and it looked like a Christmas jumper. Did a red with white thing. So I've turned that in, not brilliantly, but I've turned that in there, and now I'm just going to top stitch. Bless you. So I'm going to top stitch around. I'm going to start where my turn is, which will then close my turn, and I don't have to do any hand stitching then, which is always preferable. I'm going to pick that up a bit. I always like my top stitching to be slightly larger, make it look like a stitch rather than just a line. So we go all the way round and you're done. Now you can either sew this onto your scrunchie, which is a bit faffy. You're going to have to really give it a bit of a wiggle for sewing it on, and you don't want to sew through your elastic too many times.
No, it's right.
Have we dropped? Have I got all wonky?
Yeah. I forgot to charge it, that's my bad.
So, yeah, it's been used all weekend.
Yeah.
Sarah had the Manx on the Saturday, and then she had class yesterday. Look at this. Look how beautiful that is. That's a stunning Christmas quilt, that is. That's the Twisted Pretzel. That's the class they did. See what you miss when you're not doing your Zooms? Right, okay. Nearly there. So what else did everybody do over the weekend? What did I do?
Vicky said, are you open on Saturday this week?
No, I'm afraid not. We haven't gone back to weekends at the moment. We found that Saturdays weren't busy without the classes, so we haven't gone back to it. Right, we have our ears. Now, remember the bit where I sewed on it? You're not going to see that when it's on, but if you tie this to the bit there, maybe leave a longer bit in the middle. There you go. Now, I think if I was to really seriously make these, I think I'd probably think about putting a stitch in there, stop it moving off your thing. But I think I'd probably make them more bow-like. And if you're going to sew it on, you might as well do a bow and sew the bow on. But there we have our Christmas one. Look at that. And we're done. Any questions?
Sandra said, no, now we're nearly finished my pretzel, but lovely class. Nowhere near finished. My twisted pretzel, that was a lovely class. Jean just said, I am still sewing mine too. Vicky said, I am going to do my wish list, but my highlights are developing.
Oh, you're going to have your hair done. Right. When are you coming on the Saturday, are you? You're going to have to, well, you can always buy on the website and I'll pop it into Leona's for you if you want. Or email me, text me and give me a list of stuff. I'll give you a price and I can leave it in Leona's for you with your Advent box. That's it for me today. Go buy Advent calendar tickets or buy the last 4 on the £120 voucher thing like that. My new phone comes tomorrow. I'm so excited. So that's it for me today. I'm going to go because I'm starting to witter now. I'll see you next week with something. I shall have a think and see what I'm going to inspire you with next week. So go make all your grandchildren and yourselves, because, you know, or make me some scrunchies and send them to me. Maybe we'll do crocheted scrunchies one day. Thank you for joining us and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.